What's up, guys? It is Brandon from the Two Piece Man, and welcome back to another Premier League prediction. Match day 18. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is week 18. Week 18 of the freaking Premier League prediction. And there was an announcement today at 8 o'clock. Said that everything is on full lockdown. We're back to national lockdown again. But the football doesn't stop. So we're going to go straight into these games. Oh yeah, by the way, don't forget to click the like button and click the subscribe button as well. Because I see most of you people, you're watching it, but you're not liking or subscribing. I don't understand. Like, how are you going to watch the videos and not like and, click the subscribe button? Like, I don't understand that. So we're going to go straight into the games. So the first game on a Tuesday, right, at 6 o'clock, it is Sheffield United versus Newcastle. What are we saying about
that? Newcastle 2-1.
Why that? Why Newcastle 2-1? Why?
They've been on good form.
What do you mean they've been on good form?
Been playing well.
No, they haven't. They lost against Leicester City 2-1.
No.
What do you mean they've been on good form?
They've been playing better than they normally have.
Since when? Do you know where they are on the table?
I don't have a clue.
You don't even know where they are on the table?
No.
How do you know they've been playing good form?
From what I saw last time, they played alright. They played alright against us, Liverpool.
Yeah, but your team's terrible.
No, we're
Your
not
team wasn't good enough. It's like tonight, your team wasn't good enough against Southampton.
Well,
what do you mean?
That's because our defence wasn't solid.
What do you mean defence?
That's because we have a defender that is injured, and we've got some playing in a position where he doesn't normally play.
But you simply weren't good enough, and you had Thiago as well, and you had Shaqiri.
No.
So what's up with that?
You can't win them all,
What's up
innit?
with that? No, but with a team of your quality, you should win them.
No,
So you simply weren't good enough. So with Newcastle, right, I did watch a bit of the Leicester City versus Newcastle game. Leicester City, they had a good hand on Newcastle. Well, Newcastle's idea was to basically just part of the bus and just hit them on the counter. I mean, the goal from Maddison. They gave Maddison too much space to just hit that, and it was a good shot from Maddison, not gonna lie. But Newcastle just gave him literally so much space. And the goal from Tielemans as well, it was a good goal, but yet again, Newcastle just giving Leicester City too much space. There was no urge of closing them down. Right, the man that had to come on and score for them was literally Andy Carroll. He hasn't scored a goal in God knows how long. So, yeah. And then the Sheffield United. What are you saying about Sheffield United?
Oh, the defence is terrible, isn't it?
How about it? The same what we're saying.
About, was it out of 10? They're about a 2, aren't they?
About 2.
Yep.
Do you know where they are in the league?
I don't know where they are.
You don't even know where they are.
They're probably at the bottom somewhere.
At the bottom. What, at the bottom somewhere? That's it.
Yeah.
What a geezer them. But yeah, Sheffield United only have 2 points out of the game. They legit only have 2 points out of 17 games. They have 2 points out of 17 games.
Well,
2 draws and 15 losses.
I'm not wrong, am I?
And your prediction, you're saying 2-1.
2-1.
You're saying 2-1. It's at Brom Lane, by the way, so it's at their home ground.
2-1.
For me, I'll probably say 1-0 Newcastle. I'm gonna say that. There's just no hope for Sheffield. Let's just be honest. I don't really see them getting anything out of that game. I'll be so real with you. They've just been awful. They've been absolutely awful. Alright, moving on to the next game at 8:15. Alright, this is at the Monolux Stadium. It is Wolves versus Everton. What are we saying about
that? 1-1.
Why 1-1? Why?
Because Wolves has played well and Everton's played well.
Do you know where Wolves are in the table?
I don't know, but as I said, I can't remember who they played, but they played alright against them.
They played alright against them, alright. Let's look at their last game. They drew against Brighton 3-3 and they lost against United.
Yeah, well, it's Man United they were playing against, wasn't it? So they did well. They did well to hold them off for a certain amount of time.
Are you sure, even though they lost 1-0?
Yeah, they lost.
Are you sure they could have won the game?
It's not because they couldn't have won the game.
Why do you think they lost then? Why?
I don't know. They didn't get the goal. They didn't get enough chances in front of the goal. As simple as that.
Did you watch the game?
I did actually.
Yeah. They didn't get enough chances in front of the goal.
No, they got chances, but they didn't put them away. Simple as that.
What about the Brighton game? What about
The Brighton game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not sure if I watched that one too much, but anyway.
Do you remember the score? The score was 3-3.
It was a good match, didn't it?
There you go. And then Everton's form. What are you saying about
But
Everton?
Brighton's always a hard team to play against.
Well, it wasn't hard for us. We beat them.
There you go. Yeah, you got lucky.
No, we beat them 3-1.
Yeah.
You didn't beat them.
Yeah, because we know they're a hard team.
You got a point against Brighton.
You got lucky.
You got a point against Brighton.
No, Brendan, you only beat them because their main defender was probably injured.
Well, no, it wasn't. We beat them 3-1 convincingly. Yeah, you weren't good enough.
Yeah.
So pretty much, right, with Everton, right,
So how come
they lost the last
if we
game
weren't good enough? How come
1-0 against West Ham.
How come you played Arsenal? You
And
couldn't
then
beat them then, eh?
They beat Sheffield United,
and
was
their
it,
defence is even
1-0.
worse.
So pretty
you
much,
talk
right,
rubbish.
they could have done better against West Ham, losing 1-0. I think West Ham scored in the 90th minute, so they dropped points there. Sheffield United, I did expect them to score more goals. So, do you know what I mean? I did expect them to score more goals. It's going to be a tough one, because there's two teams, they've been on decent form. You know, Wolves are only, 7 points behind Everton. That's the gap between, 13th and 7th place. If Wolves win, they'll be like, 4 points behind Everton, and they'll be like, 11th in the table. So, for this game, it's going to be a tricky one. You said 1-1, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
So this game, I'm going to say Wolves 3, Everton 2. I think it's going to be that type of game. I reckon Wolves will just edge it. I reckon they'll edge it. And moving on to the next game, at the Etihad, is Man City versus Brighton. What are we saying about that?
Well, Man City's won that, ain't they? 3-0.
But straight off.
Yeah.
Why? Why just 3-0 straight off? Why?
Because of the amount of quality players are in their squad.
Well, because they just got Kevin De Bruyne, that's it.
Well, it's not just that. You can
Is that
unlock
because your team can beat them?
You can unlock your defence.
Yeah, sure. I think Man City, they haven't been as clinical as they normally would. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, against us, they were clinical. But in other games, they weren't as clinical. Do you know what I mean? They weren't as, on the ball. It's one of those type of games. Do you know what I mean? And I think they've missed David Silva a lot. Trying to create chances, trying to maneuver the opposition a bit, trying to switch it from left to right. I don't know. I think if they had David Silva back into the squad, they'd score more goals and just create more chances. I don't know. It's one of those ones. And then with Brighton, what is it? Brighton are currently 17th in the league, 3 points above relegation. They've had 2 wins, 8 draws and 7 losses. And they're coming up against this Man City team, who are currently 5th in the table. And you're saying 3-0 Man City?
Mm-hmm.
I think for this game, I'm going to say what? I'm going to say City 4, Brighton 0. I don't really see Brighton getting anything from that. I think City's team is just too overpowered. I'll just be real with you. The team's just too overpowered, and Man City, they're just going to absolutely, destroy them. It's just as simple as that. And moving on to the next game on a Wednesday, it is Aston Villa. Versus Tottenham at Villa Park. What are you saying about
that? 2-1 to Villa.
That's it, just 2-1 to Villa.
Yep.
Why is that? Why 2-1 to Villa? Why?
Because the strike force at Villa have been playing quite well.
Well, strike? Well, you just mean Ollie Watkins?
Yeah.
That's basically
and
what it is.
The other guy with the dreads.
The other guy with the dreads.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I can't remember.
What's his name? What, Traore or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Traore. Yeah, Aston Villa surprisingly have been good. This was a team, right, ladies and gentlemen, that scraped, survival. That actually stayed in the Premier League. This was a team that was struggling to get goals and get wins. And all of a sudden now, they are currently what? They are currently 8th in the table on 26 points. So 3 points behind top 4. 3 points behind 4th place, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine that. Aston Villa. 3 points behind top 4. Like, that's mad. It's crazy. It's crazy. And they are against, like I said, Tottenham, who have been on some decent form recently. Tottenham are what? 4th in the league. They have, 8 wins, 5 draws and 3 losses. It's really, really tough. Tottenham. In the last game, they beat Leeds 3-0. Bear in mind they had a man sent off. Drew against Wolves. Lost against Leicester. Lost against Liverpool. Their form has been a bit shaky. So, Villa could get one over them. Because Villa are not an easy team. Do you know what I mean? So what was your score for that one? What was your score between Villa and Tottenham?
Villa and Tottenham? I just told you.
What was it?
I told you 2-1.
2-1 to Tottenham?
To Villa.
To Villa. It's going to be a tough one still. I'm going to say a 1-1. I reckon it'll be a 1-1 draw. I don't know. I just feel as though two teams will be neck and neck. And Tottenham will just get the overall, I just reckon, I don't know. I just reckon it'll just be a draw, to be honest with you. I'm not even going to lie to you. I don't know why. That's literally what I'm feeling. I'm literally feeling a draw. I don't know why. It's mad. That's what I'm going to be feeling. I'm moving on to the next game on a Thursday. It is Arsenal. It's Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. What are we saying about
that? 2-2.
2-2. Why are we saying 2-2 for that? Why? Why 2-2?
Because Arsenal's been playing well.
Arsenal's been playing well? What do you mean Arsenal's been playing well?
They played well in the last match.
Who was it, against West Brom?
I can't remember who it was against.
Yeah, I think they beat West Brom 4-0, but it is West Brom.
He changed the team up and it worked and he won.
What do you think went wrong for Adidas, sir? What do you think went wrong for him?
Adidas, maybe he's been a bit too long out of the game. Just give him time. He'll get up to speed and things will change, man. This is Adidas talking about.
Things will change.
He's not a rubbish manager. He's a top class manager.
West Brom haven't got any points since he's arrived.
Not yet.
You know that, right?
But give him time. Was it his second match? Come on, man. Can't expect the man just to change things overnight, just like that. It can't work.
But he can though.
No.
But you tell me he can't.
Not overnight. He can't. No.
Why's that?
Because he's not freaking a magic worker, is he? He's not freaking a magician, is he?
Usually when a new manager comes, there's like a bit of umph and a bit of buzz.
Well, it depends on how he's played it. Look, it depends on what players he's got there. A lot of them are crap. He's working with freaking a lot of rubbish players. He's trying to get something together with them. But first of all, they've got to believe in him, and he has to choose which ones he reckon he can get something out of. And those he can't get out, he has to kick them out. And he needs time to do that. So that's what I said. You can't expect him to freaking do a magic trick when he ain't got no freaking pieces to use to do the magic trick with. So.
Yeah, but don't you think he could change his formation? At least make it a little bit harder for the offense. Come on.
If he feels he's got the players to play that formation, and he tries a feed one week, and it doesn't work, then he knows what he has to do the following week, isn't it? That's why he's the manager.
What if that don't work then?
Well, that's up to him.
Then there's huge pressure.
Then that's in the hands of the board, isn't it?
Then it's just huge pressure on him.
Oh, then it's in the hands of the board. They've got to make their decision.
But then you're saying give Adidas time. How much time?
Well, that's what I said. I said give him time.
We'll have to see what happens, to be honest with you. I think Arsenal against Crystal Palace. Arsenal have been on good form. Crystal Palace, how can I say? They've been alright. I think this is a real test for Arsenal, if I'm honest, against Palace. But again, Palace have had some, really, really dead performances on the road. They're 14th in the league. 6 wins, 4 draws, 7 losses. Got 22 points so far in the league. And they're basically getting carried by Zaha. As usual, they're just getting carried by Zaha. So, what's your score prediction for that? You said, 2-2?
Mm-hmm.
For this one, I'm going to say Because Arsenal are on good momentum, right? I'll be nice. I'm going to say 3-1 Arsenal. Because they're on good momentum. Their confidence is high. They should win 3-1. But I will not be surprised if they lose the game. And moving on to the next game. It is Fulham versus Chelsea. What are we saying about that? What do you think the score will be between Fulham versus Chelsea?
2-1 to Fulham.
Okay, so you're talking shit. Alright, so let me be realistic here. Alright?
No,
so
I'm not
in the last game,
you look at your team play yesterday.
Why are we going to lose against Fulham?
It was absolutely dog shit.
What, against Man City?
It was
Man City.
Look how much was paid for your
Man
squad.
City.
Your defence was dog shit, mate.
Yeah.
As usual, your freaking manager, he's gone out and he's bought the freaking oldest player. He may be the most experienced, but he's bought the most oldest player. He should have mixed it up, old and young, and then at least the young guy would have been able to back him up. He didn't do that.
He's got Zuma.
He cocked up, mate.
Zuma's the young guy.
Oh, Zuma's not a very good defender, is he? He's crap. Come on, man.
You're saying reverse Man
It
City.
would have been better if we went out and bought 2 quality defenders.
Did you buy
instead of one guy that's literally freaking on the way out?
Did you beat Man City? Did you beat Man City?
No, we didn't beat Man City.
No. So there you go. There's a difference between Fulham and Man City. Did you beat Fulham? No. So there you go.
Fulham.
So you didn't even beat Fulham. So what the frig does that say? And they're 18th.
No, that says that they organised their team and made sure that their team was solid. That we couldn't beat them.
Okay, did you beat West Brom?
Did
you beat West Brom?
Has Frank Lampard done that? No.
Did you beat West Brom?
He hasn't done that.
Did you beat West Brom?
And he's got all freaking top freaking
and you don't,
players.
You don't have top players. What happened against Southampton? And you lost.
And what happened to us against West Brom? I'll tell you what happened to us.
You drew. You drew as well.
I'll tell you what we drew. Why we drew?
Why?
Because Saladis went all defensive on us. That's why. And that was every man behind the ball.
Yeah.
Now, you tell me how you're going to get a goal if there's 5 men behind the goal.
You can. Break them down. You can do it though. That's what you're on about.
Well, we'll see if your
Tell
team
me
can do
Barca
that.
ain't done that.
We'll see if when you play them, you'll see if you can do it then.
Yeah, what? You're going to see us do it.
I can't see you doing shit, mate.
What you're going to see us do it.
I can't see you doing shit, mate.
Well, you don't see anything, man.
You can barely freaking hold up the ball,
and you drew against Newcastle as well.
You can barely hold up the ball.
These men just hold draws, fam.
You have to be bringing out the old man
Listen,
to fucking score you the goals, mate. Come on, dude.
They just get draws.
Bring out the old French
these
man
guys should be getting,
get out the goals, mate.
These guys should be getting W's. They're getting draws,
German world-class freaking player there, right? Supposed to be the top scorer. And he can't get the freaking ball because you're playing with freaking the old French guy up front.
Because he's world class.
No, he's not world class. He's crap, man.
He is though. Why does he score goals then?
Oh man.
Why does he score goals?
Why do you have to rely on him to get your goals?
Because what's wrong with that?
What happened to the younger?
Why do you rely on Salah to get your goals? You rely on Salah to get your goals.
Yeah, and is Salah freaking about 80? No.
So what?
No, mate.
So what?
There's a difference,
What?
man.
So because he's young, you can rely on him.
There's a difference.
So because he's young, he's the geezer that scores all the goals then.
He's not the geezer that scores all the goals.
But he is though.
There's a mixture.
Well, what mixture?
Of course there's a mixture.
Have you won any games? You haven't won your last 3 games. You've drawn 2 and lost 1.
You're on terrible form. More than you, mate.
You're on terrible form.
We're still one more than your
Man United.
Team, I'll tell you that.
Man United are on better form than you.
So don't throw stones where you can't freaking handle them, mate.
You're expected to.
Your team's crap, man.
But you're expected to.
Your team's crap.
You're expected to be top.
And where are we in the factor? Where are we? We're up the top there with Man United.
For now.
Yeah, and we're still at the top, dude.
For now.
And where are you now? Where are you?
We're 9th. So.
Where?
9th.
Where?
You already heard.
Oh well, there you go. Then.
So.
I think that says it all.
Yeah.
I don't need to go into more detail.
Well, how long has your manager had at his club?
Oh god.
Your manager's had 4 years.
Sad.
Your manager's had 4 years in the club.
And we've won the championship already, mate.
4 years.
Yeah.
4 years.
And has yours won any championships recently?
No.
Well then, I think
because he came from the championship.
I think you should just quiet up.
Because he came from the championship.
I think you should quiet up.
Because he came from the championship.
Yeah.
So what are you trying to say?
Yeah.
Well, a man that's been 2 years worked in the Prem.
You know your team's rubbish, man.
You see this geezer. He says all this stuff, right? He says all this stuff. Let's see where you are in the next 2 years. Let's see where you are at the end of the season. Let's see where you end up.
Brandon,
games where they should be winning.
What's going on with your rubbish, man?
Games where they should be winning, they're drawing. These men are drawing against West Brom and Fulham. It should be easy wins, and you're drawing against them.
Because they play very defensive against us.
You should have won. That don't mean crap.
They play very defensive against us.
So does Newcastle.
And what you don't understand is when you're playing, when a small team plays against you, they double up their defensive. They play even harder than they would normally play.
Then why we beat Newcastle? Why did we
You
beat
beat
Newcastle?
Newcastle because Newcastle was crap on the day, mate.
Oh, we played better.
We're crap on the day, and don't forget half of their players were injured, mate.
It's not my
Injured
problem.
or sick from this virus at the moment.
That's not
so
my problem.
you got lucky, mate.
That's
Don't
not
worry
my
about
problem.
that.
That's not
it's
my
not
problem.
because your freaking team's brilliant. Your
That's
team's not brilliant for crap, mate.
That's not my problem.
Even Frank Lampard said the team's not even all that. So just stay there, man.
We didn't though, because he needs time to gel. Because he needs time.
Yeah. That's why the board is looking to freaking sack his ass, mate, very soon. Mate.
Well, no, that's just rumours.
If he doesn't pull his freaking weight, they'll sack him, mate.
It's just rumours, though.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, it's rumours. Yeah.
We'll see about those rumours.
Yeah.
Let's hope he's not freaking picking up his freaking P45.
Mate,
we'll see.
You can say all that, but if Man United win their next game, they'll be above you. So you say with you, and Leicester are also 1 point behind you as well.
Yeah, and
so you keep up your form.
And don't you think
you keep up your form.
Man United's played well enough to get up there behind above us. Actually,
So
they've played some good football.
Yeah. Well, Man United,
Yeah,
your rivals.
Man United, yes, they're
Your
rivals.
rivals.
They've actually played some good football.
Your rivals.
Yeah, they have.
What do you mean? They
Right?
dived.
They're giving us a competition, mate. They're giving us a challenge, mate.
No, they dived.
And don't worry, mate. We'll lift ourselves and we'll go up to
What
it.
do you
Mate.
mean?
Don't worry about it, mate.
Pogba dived.
We're not like your freaking team.
Did you even watch the United game? Pogba dived and they won the pen.
No,
What are you on about? What do you mean they played good
That's
football?
Man United, isn't it? Well, there you
So
go.
you're saying they played good football? They never played no good football.
Yeah, well, they
When
got away
Pogba
with
dived.
it. They got away with it, though.
Yeah, and your players dive as well.
No,
Alright,
our
so
players
we're going to move on
don't
to the
dive,
next
no.
game.
More like your players dive.
So, like I said, the game between Fulham and Chelsea, we're going to win the game 3-1. Alright? Even though we did get battered by Man City, it's Fulham at the end of the day. And, those type of teams you should beat. Obviously, there are certain teams, that can't beat teams like Fulham. But, we're not going to mention them. So, as
Your
us,
team is freaking known about
we'll beat them.
failing, mate. So don't tell me nothing.
we'll beat them. So,
You know
the
why
score
your
will
team,
be 3-1.
You know why your team is crap now, mate? Because the bank account, mate. The chairman's not freaking coughing out too much money, mate.
We're going to move on to the next
cough
game.
out a load of money and just fucking look the other way, mate.
Right, so the next game, it is
He wants
Wolves.
results.
The next game is Wolves versus West Brom on the Saturday at 12:30.
I go West Brom.
Well, that's it. You want West Brom?
Yeah,
Why West Brom?
I think he'll sort it out by then. Yeah, 2-0.
Why 2-0?
I think the play will be together, mate. He'll have them well drilled and well ready for that match.
Well drilled and well ready.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're saying West Brom to win it?
Yep.
Okay, they won't win it. Let's be realistic again. Alright, so West Brom, they're on terrible form again. Wolves, they're on a decent form, and they're high in the table. So what we're gonna say Wolves 2, West Brom 1. This game, right? Leicester City versus Southampton. What are we saying about that?
Southampton. I reckon Leicester will win that.
Why are you saying that?
I reckon 2-1.
Why 2-1 to Leicester? Why?
Because
It's because you couldn't beat Southampton.
no, it's not that. It's because Leicester's guy, the manager, is a very good manager, and he
Brendan Rodgers.
technically very good.
Brendan Rodgers.
Yeah, I just reckon he'll beat. I reckon he'll beat them. Yeah.
I swear down, when you saw Brendan Rodgers, you said that he was so crap.
Yeah, I still think he's crap,
Then why'd you say he's
but
technically
he's
good?
good enough for freaking Leicester, mate.
Oh, do you reckon he'll beat your team?
Well, he's already played our team, and he didn't beat us.
Do you reckon he'll beat you the next time?
I don't know.
That's a
It
yes.
depends.
basically.
It depends if he comes up with a new plan.
It basically means yes.
No, I don't think so.
Basically, Southampton, they played well against Liverpool, as you know. A game Liverpool should have won. But, Southampton, they played well. Danny Ings, the player that they sold, scored against them, made them look like crap. And they held on and got the win.
A fluky shit. That's all.
It wasn't really a fluke, though. Because the geezer he didn't even look at the goal when he put it in the net.
Oh, he's still. Got
As my man, with his weak foot, my man didn't even look at the goal when he put it in the back of the net.
No.
What does that even say? That's class, fam.
No, man,
And you got rid of that.
Yeah,
Your team
and
got
you
rid of
ain't
that.
got none of that, mate.
Alright, so
In
pretty
fact,
much, right?
If your manager
Leicester
had
City,
if
they
your
beat
manager had
what?
any sense, he'd make a bid for him in the first place. Maybe you'll have a decent striker for a change.
So Leicester City, pretty much, right? They scored 2 goals against Newcastle, and they play decent football. Southampton, with the win against Liverpool, the team you didn't beat, are currently 6th in the table on 29 points. Leicester City are about what? Third, just 1 point behind Liverpool. And yeah, he's saying 2-1 Leicester City. I'm gonna say 3-3. I think it's gonna be that type of game. Alright, the last game now. The last game. What the hell? There's loads. Okay. It is. There's Beth. Liverpool versus Manchester United. What are you saying about that?
Of course we'll win.
What was the scoreline?
Scoreline is going to be 2-1.
Okay, so you're talking shit. Alright, so let's go back to realism again. So Liverpool, their last 3 games, they were absolute arse. They didn't get the win. They only got 2 points out of a possible 9. So as you know, it's awful. Whereas with Manchester United, they've actually been on some decent form, and they're on the same level of points as Liverpool, plus having a game in hand against Burnley. So Man United will probably win that game against Burnley and go above Liverpool. They beat Villa, they've beaten Wolves, drawn against Leicester, they've beaten Leeds.
So what you're trying to say? You're trying to say that Burnley's rubbish.
I never said Burnley's rubbish. I never said they're rubbish. I said Man United are more likely.
Assuming that they'll beat them, they may not do.
Even if they get a point, they'll still go above you.
Yeah, we'll see.
So they beat Sheffield United. So Man United have been on some good form recently. I'm not gonna lie, they've been on some very, very decent form, winning games that they should win. So yeah, it's been pretty good for United, to be fair. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's actually been quite decent for them. I can't just complain. Rashford, the main player obviously that's doing it for them is Bruno Fernandes. I think it's the best buy they've ever had. Cavani as well. Pogba going into the team. Mason Greenwood, Martial, Marcus Rashford. You know, all good, talented players. And I just don't think Liverpool will be able to compete against that really, or handle it. So for this one, I'm gonna say Man United 3, Liverpool 0. I think it's just gonna be that type of game where Man United just dominate Liverpool at Anfield. And yeah, that's gonna be the game.
I think you're talking crap.
This is going to be it. And that's the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to click the subscribe button as well. Alright. And I'll see you guys in a bit. Your team should have done better. And peace!